All right, so for today's review, we're going to take a look at the USK Challenger MT875E tractor in 1/32 scale. Now, this tractor is a bit of an older release from USK. Most of the dealers still have these floating around and do like to run sales on them. I've seen them go for as low as $75 and then for as much as $125. Just depends on if they're running a sale or not. So if you'd like to pick one up, hopefully this review helps you with that decision. So starting off with here, we're going to take a look at the tracks here. You can see you got some nice details here on the undercarriage right here. You can see you got some nice bolt detailing right here on the inside of these rollers. Now these rollers are part of the track casting, so they don't move. But it's kind of hard to see some of the bolt detailing with the gloss black paint job that they gave on the bottom of this tractor or on the track frames. But there is some nice detailing right there, and you can see some nice detailing on, I believe this is a roller. Right here, you got some bolt detailing on the outside and then on the inside. And then, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but there is kind of some bolt detailing on the small inside as well, which is nice. And then coming to the back roller, you do have some nice bolt detailing here. You can see it's silver here. And then you got some silver painted bolts on the black part as well. And I believe this part and this part are plastic pieces. And the color match is great. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm just going off by how it feels. And then coming to the front here, you can see you do have some nice bolt detailing on some stuff on your frame of the tractor as well. A little bit hard to see because the paint thickness kind of does hide some of the bolt detailing that did put on the frame. And you can see right here, you got a nice latch modeled very nicely. And then I'm guessing this is a handrail that was supposed to be modeled to assist you when you needed to open the hood on this tractor. And now coming down onto the steps, you can see you got a nice textured pattern right there. You got a nice Challenger. Let's see if we can get that in the frame. Decal right there, which is nice. And then you do have a depth filler cap right there. You do have a nice step right here, so if you did need to do some engine work, you could stand right there. It is plastic, so you want to be careful with that. Now this little plate right here on the outside of the cab, the color match is off. You can kind of see it. You can see it in person, and you can definitely see it on camera, where this is like a different shade of yellow than this is, but it doesn't really detract too much from the model. And you can see you got these silver, like diamond plate, like walkways that go around the cab as well. And you got a nice fuel filler cap right there. Now when it comes to opening the door on this model, I did learn the first time I tried to open it, you don't want to, pull up too hard by the handle. You can see, which is kind of like right there. So if you do have like a little pointer or something, you want to use it to get the door to pop open. See if I can get it to pop open here in the review. But that's what you want to do. Otherwise, you're going to pull the handle out, which I learned. And that's not fun. But cab door does open. I all of a sudden can't get it open for the review. That's just my luck. But you do want to be careful with the cab door because it will pop off and you will have to try to reinsert it back on. And that can be kind of a pain. But you can see you got a nice detailed operator's compartment. You got your buddy seat, your operator seat, nice control console, and all your levers and all your controls are modeled very nicely on there as well. And you do have a nice silver painted mirror right there that kind of stares at the handrail on here. Now you got to be careful with these handrails. They are like a thin, thick, flimsy plastic, so you don't want to grab the model by them because you could risk breaking them off. As you can see the flex in them right there. Might be a little out of scale, not too sure. But this mirror definitely needed to be out a little bit more because it's staring right at the handrail right there. So I'm not sure how well it would work for you if that's how it was on the real machine. And then we can zoom out here. Take a look at the back. The nice 3-point hitch that they had modeled on this model. And it's a very mean looking 3-point hitch. It's definitely a lot different than the ones that are on the MT875 and the MT875. It's a lot more like a beefier look to it. You can see you got your little hitch right here for your 1/32 scale implements. Not the most realistic looking drawbar hitch, but it does the trick. So you can pair up almost any implement with this tractor, since that seems to be the common hitch for these models, for these 1/32 scale tractors. And your 3-point hitch is functional. You can see you got a nice like hydraulic block and an electrical plug-in right there for your implement, which is nice. That's about as far down as the 3-point hitch will go, and then that's about as far up as it will go. And then coming over to this side of the model, tracks and stuff are the same. You can get a little bit more of a nicer look inside of the cab. Right there with all the controls and stuff modeled very nicely. You got another nice mirror right here. And you do have a nice, and you can see this piece is off. This piece outside the cab is off as well. And you have a nice flat black exhaust, which is nice. It's a big plastic piece, but it does look good on the model. Coming to the front of the tractor, you can see you got a nice counterweight block. You got some nice lights, a nice little logo right there, and some more lights on the hood as well. And I believe you got some nice texture here. This would be where the radiator would stick through. This would all be perforated and stuff so the radiator could breathe. Now the functionality on this model, as you saw, the 3-point hitch, the door will open. Mine's just being a little bit stubborn. Oh, got it to open there. As you can see, the door will open as well, and it will snap closed, which is nice. If you just, I guess, apply a little bit of pressure to the back, it will open. You got your steps here on the model, but they will fold up. They're a little bit different than the steps on the 775 and the 765. These kind of have like a notch to them, so they do kind of stay up. They don't just fold up and fold down. Like they're notched, which is nice. Now the one downside of this model is the hood. It's a little bit too heavy for the mechanism they chose to use for when you wanted to have the hood open. So the hood doesn't stay open by itself, but you do have a nicely detailed engine hiding under there. As you can see, the hood mechanism is very loose, at least on my model. And the hood doesn't stay open. Nothing too worry about really there, as I don't really plan on displaying this model with the hood open. But other than that, it's a nice tractor to pick up. Definitely a nice one to add to the collection if you're looking for a Challenger or an AGCO product. I could recommend picking this model up. Like I said, most of the online retailers that sell this model sell it anywhere from $75 to $125. It just depends on if you can catch them having a sale or not. But I do recommend picking this up if you have any of the other Challenger tractors. It looks good when they're all next to each other. But that's going to do it for this review, so thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If I have forgotten anything in the review, please drop that in the comments below. If you'd like to follow my social media, both links are in the description. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video to be uploaded.